Recorded Books and One Click Digital present Blue Heron by Avi. Narrated by Christina Moore, with an author interview at the end of this program.
Hello, this is Avi. One of the things I've discovered is that you can find herons all over the world. This story is about one heron and the one person who truly discovers it. I'll be back at the end of the program to tell you a little bit more about how I came to write this book. But for now, here's Blue Heron.
Chapter 1. What, Margaret Lavchek asked herself, was magic really for? As far as she was concerned, people didn't understand magic properly. Magic was not to change things. No, magic was a way of keeping things the way they were. So as Maggie, the name she liked people to use, put aside ancient tales of magic, she made the wish that nothing about her father had changed. Considering Maggie's age, she was almost 13, she was both tall and strong. That and her frank brown eyes, plus a willing smile, added to her outwardly assured manner. But as the plane moved into its steady descent, it was with feelings of nervousness and a frowning face that Maggie looked out the porthole. She was trying to compare what she saw below with the map her father had sent her. Was that the village of Westport she was seeing? If it was Westport, she should be over the Westport River with its two branches meeting like the letter Y and flowing into the sea. Sure enough, she could make it out. That made her certain she was looking right down at Sawdy Pond, where her father and his wife had taken a cottage for the month of August. Between visits, Christmas and August, Maggie spoke to her dad at least twice a week, and she got along with Joanna, his wife of 2 years. Summer visits with him, now with them, they lived in Boston, had always been a frenzy of doing things, going places, movies, museums, concerts, one long party. But below, in that same lakeside cottage, was her new half-sister, Linda, 4 months old. Maggie wasn't sure how she felt about Linda, or how Linda's coming into the family was going to change things. Maggie scolded herself for being so apprehensive. But then, since leaving her home in Seattle, Washington that morning, she had traveled for 7 hours. She was tired and wanted to be there. From her jeans pocket, Maggie pulled out an egg-shaped, multi-sided glass crystal, her mother's early birthday gift. She dangled it from its string so it would throw flashing bars of rainbow colors in all directions. It made Maggie smile to remember what her mother had called it. Pocket magic. The voice of the captain filled the cabin. "Flight attendants, please prepare for landing." The plane slid further toward the coast, then over the ocean itself. That morning, Maggie had looked down on the Pacific. Here was the Atlantic. Coast to coast in one day. The realization gave her goosebumps. Stuffing the crystal back into her pocket, Maggie gazed at the sea and, as always, tried to think in magical ways. Things were better that way. So she decided the water was like a roughened silver plate, while the speedboat, trailing a feathery white wake, was the fingertip of Neptune, the Roman sea god, making his long, drawn-out signature. Right across from where Maggie sat, up by the door, the flight attendant named Karen, she had told Maggie to call her that, buckled herself tightly into a special seat and flashed a smile. "Be there soon, hun?" Karen said. Maggie, wishing the woman wouldn't always say honey or hun, nonetheless returned the smile before looking out the window again.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.